Okay, welcome back. So now we're going to be looking at Module 3, which is essential oil usage and essential oil safety. Let's have a quick look at this. This is actually a really interesting part because a lot of people don't realise there is so many different ways that we can use essential oils, and they work on our system in so many ways as well. And underneath this, there will be links to some ebooks, so you can download those as well to use. So how we use essential oils. There's three main ways that we use essential oils. Aromatically, so we breathe them in. Topically, so we put them on our skin. And within food. And I'll run through each of those now. So when we use them aromatically, we have them in a diffuser. My diffuser's actually just gone off. Hopefully there's still some left in there, yay. We breathe them in. So it helps create a wonderful environment. It can be uplifting. It can get the kids out of bed and going in the morning. It can help with concentration. It's great to have going around the house when there's people feeling unwell. So aromatically is absolutely brilliant. So the sense of smell is a tool that can elicit a very powerful physical, mental and emotional response. And because of that, essential oils are quickly absorbed through the smell receptors, and they have a direct link into the limbic system through the olfactory nerve that we have in our brain. So the limbic system is part of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including smell, emotions, behaviour and memory. So that's why essential oils are so powerful when you're breathing them aromatically. Now, if you don't have a diffuser, it's straight at home, and the diffuser comes in our Home Essentials kit and also our Nature Solutions kit. You can also just get your oils and put a drop of them in your hand, rub your hands together and cup your hands over your nose. I'm actually using peppermint there because I love peppermint. And it's really opens all of the airways and just feels fantastic breathing it that way. So there's that way you can do it as well. You can also apply it topically. Now, like I just did, I put it on my hands and I breathed it in, so that was using it aromatically. Now, if I had head tension and my head was feeling really tight and heavy, I could do the same thing with my peppermint oil and rub it on the back of my neck, and that would help my head feel a lot better as well. But you can also add it to carrier oil. Now, when you add it to a carrier, I'll just quickly go through. Hopefully I can go back again. The carrier oil we use is fractionated coconut oil. And hopefully we can see that. It's a coconut oil that we get through doTERRA. And it's basically coconut oil that you'd buy in the shops, but they've taken out the part that makes it go hard. So it will always stay in liquid form. And when it stays in liquid form, it absorbs into your skin really, really quickly and doesn't smell. So that's why it works so well with our essential oils. The other interesting part for using essential oils with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil is that, as you can imagine, these oils are aromatic, but when you put them with a carrier oil, it encapsulates the actual cells of the oil and holds them into the surface of the skin and allows it to go and stay on the surface of the skin longer instead of just going in through the skin and you lose a lot of the smell. So a topical application, let me try and get this out, is a very effective method for applying essential oils because they have a low molecular weight, so they are lipid soluble, which is why they go into the skin so easily, and that your skin doesn't stay greasy afterwards. So also to decrease the likelihood of getting a skin sensitivity and also to increase absorption, like I mentioned before, it's best practice to use a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil. And the other reason is it helps your oils go so much further. So you put one drop of your oil in with some the fractionated coconut oil, and that covers a really big area. And it's especially important if you're using it on young children, really any children. I would highly suggest, if you get your kit, always get fractionated coconut oil as well. Super, super important. Babies, one drop of essential oil to, a tablespoon or of carrier oil in your hand. That's all you need. and then that can work. And some places you like are great to put them is on your pulse points. So I actually I make up my own blends, and I'll wear them as perfumes. So I don't actually use any perfume anymore. I only use essential oils. You can also use them on your temples if you've got head tension, back of your neck, and when you use on the back of your neck, go all the way up to the very top as well, down through the spine and on the soles of your feet. So the soles of your feet are great because it actually goes through your body where it's needed, and it's really good for kids. And also, if it's an oil you don't particularly like the smell of, soles of the feet are fantastic for that. And there's a fractionated coconut oil. And the other thing is in as a food additive. And now under here I'll add in some recipes as well, because I use these oils in my food all the time, and especially in my water. So I add peppermint oil frequently in my water bottle, just because I love the taste of it. But you can also use wild orange, lemon, lime, grapefruit, Smart and Sassy, which comes with our Essential Collection kit, On Guard, and also cinnamon bark. So you can add whatever oils you like to your water, to your cup of tea. I actually put it in my coffee of a morning. I'll put peppermint in with my coffee. I always aim for 1 drop, generally get 2. But you know, you can use them internally as well. The other way you can use them internally is in a gel capsule, and I'll go through that a bit later in the course. And you can pull the cap off a gel cap, add some drops of oil to it, put it on and take it like a tablet. So that's another way to take oils that are hot oils that we have got to be careful with. So when we're ingesting essential oils, they do enter directly into the bloodstream via our gastrointestinal tract. And from here, they're transported through the rest of our body. So essential oils, like I mentioned earlier, are lipid soluble. They are transported to all the organs of the body, including the brain. One interesting thing, which I'll probably mention once again when I talk about frankincense, it is that small in the molecular weight that actually can get through the blood-brain barrier, and that's how it helps support the brain. And like everything we consume, they're then metabolized by our liver and our other organs before they're being excreted. So if you're adding your oils to water, one really important thing for safety is only use glass, stainless steel, or ceramic. Don't ever drink an essential oil out of a plastic container, because they are so powerful and so many of them have so many cleaning agents, like cleaning properties. They're going to start trying to clean the plastic container, and you seriously do not want to be drinking that. Before I get on to the next bit, also in relation to safety, and I probably should have done a slide on this, never put essential oils directly in your eye. Stop sharing there. Never put them directly in your eyes, in the actual ear canal, or up your nose, because these areas are too sensitive. If you do by accident get essential oils in your eyes, generally it will probably be peppermint oil, because that's the one you may be putting on your temples, or you've put some on the back of your neck and then you go rub your eye and you have to put peppermint oil in your eye. Whatever you do, do not use water to wash it out. If you use water to wash it out, it will make it 10 times worse. Just imagine you put a drop of oil on water and it disperses it further. So what you need to do is grab your fractionated coconut oil, grab some olive oil, grab any oil that you have. You know, might have grapeseed oil or sweet almond oil, any oil. Put a little bit of that in your eye, and that will actually hold onto the essential oil, and it'll help flush it out. And you just blink a lot and it'll go. So just be careful. Don't add water to your eyes. If you do, always dilute it with another oil, namely a carrier oil like this. And with young children, always dilute. It's super important. I'll put up dilution charts down as well. But just to be like a 5 ml bottle, use 1 drop of oil and the rest of fractionated coconut oil when you're making up a dilution for a 0 to 6 month old baby. So 1 to 2 drops, that's it. So that's all you need. It's really quite simple. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I'm happy anytime for doing that sort of thing. But use the essential oils. You know, don't let them sit on your shelf, and you'll be amazed how much you love them. So we're going to get on to the exciting part now, which is our essential oils in our kits.